Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel! So of course, as what I have said earlier, that I am really a fan of conducting review to my students para matabangan mo to increase your performance during your exam. That is why I am having this review para tabangan mo. And I really do hope that you will really watch the entire video, and aside from that one is as what I've said earlier or on the previous video, that before you could watch this video is nabasa mo na lahat yung material na ibinigay ko. Okay, so therefore those materials are prerequisite for you to have this review. So makonsensya ka naman, huwag ka munang mag-review kung hindi mo yun nabasa. Okay? So by the way, the focus of this review is more on professional education. So more on your role as a teacher in the classroom. So of course, kapag sinabi nating role natin as a teacher, magsisimula talaga tayo sa teaching approaches, strategies, methods, and techniques. So disclaimer lang po. So hindi po lahat ng diniscuss natin ay mari-review ko. So only the highlighted concepts lang po yung i-discuss ko rito. Mayroon pong lalabas, mayroon rin pong hindi lalabas. So better to study the materials na ibinigay ko po because it will really help you answer those questions na hindi ko nasama sa review. Okay? So let's start with demonstration. So, ibibigay ko lang yung key term ng bawat isa, yung always, yung tatandaan nyo talaga kapag nag-take na kayo ng exam, yung hindi nyo malilimutan kapag sinabi natin, working together. So, ano yun? So, yun. So, tuturuan ko kayo. So, first, demonstration. So, demonstration, paki-take note. So, hindi ko nilagay dito kasi alam ko i-screenshot nyo na naman. Hindi nyo naman papanoorin ang buong video. Mag-screenshot lang kayo. Fast forwards. Baka naman. So, I will just author their words or word or words that corresponds to the terms. Ang dami ko ng chika. So, I'll just make this video short. So, first is demonstration showing how the process is done. Showing how the process is done. Another, systematic. Okay? So, kapag mayroong mga term doon sa question, alam niyo ng sagot. That is demonstration. Okay, number 2, integrative teaching. So, integrative, alam niyo na to. Integrate. Basta mayroong word na integrate, you integrate other discipline, so we call that one integrative teaching. Next, collaborative learning, madali lang to. Working together. Team, cooperate. So those are the key terms under collaborative learning. Next, direct instruction. Key terms nito, lecture, or the teacher discusses the lesson. So that is the work of direct instruction. So from the word itself, direct, from the teacher to the student. Next, inquiry approach. Ang key terms nito, asking questions. Next, reflective teaching. Madali lang ito. Reflection. Brain-based approach. So, actually, broad talaga tong brain-based approach. But, if it considers the learning style, multiple intelligences, then among the other options, ang pipiliin talaga natin yung brain-based approach. Because it helps the students to think in a logical way as well as in creative way. So those are the key terms that you need to remember kapag na-mention natin ang mga teaching approaches, strategies, methods, and techniques na ito. Okay? So next. And now, we're done with the approaches. Let's move to the classroom management. You know what? Classroom management is an essential thing inside the classroom because it will really test you on how you are going to deal with your misbehaving students. So, we have actually 4. So, actually, feel ko, hindi ko to na-discuss. So, isa-isahin natin. So let's have proximity control. Ano ba itong proximity control? So try to imagine in the classroom. Nakaklase na ba mo nga kanang sabaan kayo ka, then giduol ka ni teacher. I mean, gitaparan na gyud ka ni teacher, ni duol sa imo si teacher. 'Di ba? You tend to be conscious with your actions, then nagpuyo na dayon ka. That is proximity control. It means nagpaduol si teacher sa imo ha para mopuyo ka. Next, signal interference. Actually, they are just the same with hand gestures. Pero, I'll just put hand gestures diri abasin di ay lahi nga term akong gigamit. So, signal interference, for example, ka-observe mo nga kanang si teacher is kanang muana siya kamot, muana. Di ba muana siya? Mm. Mm. So, warning na ni teacher. Di ba? So, we call that one a signal interference. So, aside sa ana is kanang kuan, kanang mulagat ang mata ni teacher, signal interference rin yan. Okay. Okay. So next, we have the antiseptic bouncing. So ano naman itong antiseptic bouncing? So example, kung mo anang sa classroom bitaw nga kanang namoy sabaan kay nga classmate. Then gikalit din siya suko sa teacher. Langga, palit didtog chok. Oh, pag ato din gisugot din estudyante ni gawas. Paggawas sa estudyante. O, mo to pagbalik niya humanang klase. We call that one as antiseptic bouncing. So it is some sort of dili rude way nga kanang gipahawa ni mong estudyante sa klase para mabawasan ang misbehavior sa klase because it will have a ripple effect. Makatakod magud na siya. So you tend to remove him or her sa klase in a good way of course. Gisugo nimo siya mo palit og joke. Antiseptic bouncing ang tawag doon. Next, we also have hand gestures. So, as what I've said earlier, that it is just the same with signal interference. So, dati ko yung term nga wala napil diri. We have the high profile and low profile. So, ano ba yung high profile way of managing the class? Kana nag yung nisyagit ka sa klase nga namadlong. So, we call that one as high profile nga kanang to the point nga gipadala na nimo siya sa kuan sa principal's office. High profile na siya. So kapag sinabi natin low profile ang low profile way of managing the class is kanang kani low profile naman ni kaning proximity control, signal interference, and antiseptic bouncing. Low profile rin na siya. Another example of low profile is kanang sigahan ni mong mata imong estudyante kanang nagbinana siya. Or kundi kaya giduol nimo siya, hinay nimo, gitsikahan din nimo estudyante nga kanang kuan. Uy, medyo badlong lagi kay ko karon. So in short, high profile is way of managing the class nga dili makadisturbo sa klase. While ang low profile to siya. Ang low profile, dili makadisturbo sa klase. While ang high profile, that is the time nga makadisturbo gid sa klase. Or imagine ka to ni syagit ka or kundi kaya dalo nimo sa principal's office mo, chismis sa mga estudyante. So, okay, so much for that one. So next. And now, for the assessment. So, please refer to the video. Focus on the terms mentioned. So, for example, what are the types of assessment? Purposes of assessment? So, yun. Kindly watch na lang the video. I already mentioned there. So, please do watch the video. Kay murag gamay lang ang nag-view ato. Medyo kadudahan. So, wala mo tanan ato nagtanaw. Actually, dapat kini yung tanawon tanan videos nga akong gipang upload relevant to our subject. Please. Yes, because it will really help you. Actually, bisan pag di mo mabasa sa learning material, as long as you watch the video, I think you could really learn. So next, as well as the instructional materials, naanis ako ang YouTube channel. So you can search this one, IMs. So please do watch that video and focus on Edgar Dale's cone na ha, dili come of experience, cone of experience. So, cone of experience starts from concrete to abstract. So, more siya ka na triangle nga ang sa baba nga part is concrete, more on concrete siya, then pataas dayon abstract. Because according to Jerome Bruner's mode of representation, tatlo kasi yun. From inactive, iconic to abstract na dayon or symbolic. Okay? So now, we have the DLL versus DLP. So DLL stands for Daily Lesson Lag and DLP stands for Detailed Lesson Plan. So, what is the main difference of this one? So DLL, actually readily prepared na to. You need to just transfer this one. And we also have DLP. this is for those who what? Wala pa nag 1 year in service unit, or it depends on your head if they will ask you to make a DLP. So, ito yung merong students activity at meron itong ang patawag dito, teachers activity. Yung DLL naman, mostly yung mga topic na lang ang nakalagay. So, what are the things that you need to focus in lesson plan? Kasi part of our exam is the lesson plan. Actually, hindi naman kayo gagawin ng lesson plan, but meron ako mga tanong na in-associate ko talaga siya sa lesson plan. So, please do watch the video on lesson planning. Nandun na lahat. So, let's review what are the 5 basic parts of lesson plan. Mention. 2. Ano yung pangatlo? Pang-apat? Pang-5? Very good, nakuha mo. What is the role of each part? So, you need to determine. For example, motivation. Ano ba yung role ng motivation? It is the mood setting. So, sineset natin yung mood ng klase to engage the students, to hook the attention of the students. Ano ba yung role ng evaluation? Of course, the role of evaluation is to what? Assess the students, to judge them based on their performance. So, it is some sort of the last stage na of knowing whether we achieve our objectives or not. That is why right now, let's play a game. So, by the way, this is just a short video. I hope nga kaya ni 15 minutes. So, without further ado, paspasan na nato. Just tell me if it is cognitive, affective, or psychomotor. Okay, how about this one? Attitude and values. Tama. It is affective. How about this one? Thinking, mental processes. Tama. Cognitive. How about this one? Movement. Tama. When lang bilin? Psychomotor. And now let's proceed to the cognitive domain. So we have, according to Anderson's taxonomy lang ta, dili ta kay Bloom's. So from remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating. So answer lang. So pili na kayo doon. So determine. Ito, kapag sinabi nating determine, it is what? Correct. It is more on remembering lang kasi i-determine lang nila. How about illustrate? Okay, it could be because when I talk about illustrate, dalawa kasi yan. You need to draw, but actually illustrate, it is some sort of, you need to, some sort of, in what way you are going to describe. So yun. So illustrate, it could be under understanding. Or it could be also under what? Remembering. How about draw? Bakit na nasaag dito? Actually, draw, hindi ito kasali ha. Okay. So, let's proceed now. So, by the way, draw is under psychomotor. So, nasali lang siya. Ewan ko bakit nasali dito. And now, let's have another game. So, here in our game, I do have 5 questions to give to you. And of course, each question you need to answer. It is a multiple choice type question kasi multiple choice yung exam natin eh. So, you will choose the letters. So, I will just count 5. So, you need to choose your answer. You may use scratch paper. So, kung ano scratch, dira and write your answer. So, right after the question, and sagutan natin. So, if you got 5, ibig sabihin, papasa ka sa exam. Kapag nakuha mo 4, papasa ka rin sa exam. If nakuha mo 3, kailangan mo pa mag-study, pero papasa ka rin naman. If you got 2, 1, 0, kailangan mo talagang mag-study lahat ng materials aside sa video na ito. Okay, so let's start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tanang! According to Dale's cone of experience, which of the following is the least abstract? So, sinabi ko kanina, habang papataas yung cone, it is more on abstract na. So, therefore, ano yung nasa baba? Is it newspaper? Mali. Why? Because newspaper, text ito more on abstract na yan. How about videos? Kasi sinabi dito least abstract. Pwede ang videos. Audio recordings. Pwede rin. Mock-ups. Ano ba yung mock-ups? Okay. So, ang pinakasagot dito ay ang 5, 4, 3, 2 mock-ups. Bakit? Kasi videos, it could be, what? Nadidinig lang natin, nakikita natin. Audio recordings, naririnig lang natin. How about mock-ups? So mock-ups, it is some sort of model siya. For example, mock-up of the solar system. Kang nabito galihok nga kanang kuan, kanang sun, then ay mga planets. So we call that one as mock-up. So therefore, it is what? Least abstract siya kasi nakikita natin, pwede rin nating hawakan. Okay? Next. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Which of the common cause of for concern when using realia in the classroom? So, i-highlight natin dito yung realia. Ano yung realia? So, real object to siya. For example, your topic is plants. Nagdala ka talaga ng real plants sa classroom. Or kundi kaya yung topic nyo is about PE, sports. Nagdala ka talaga ng bola sa classroom. Okay? So, what is the common cause for concern? Ay, yung pinaka-concern natin kapag gumagamit tayo ng realia. Is it A, B, C, or D? The correct answer is, pinaka-concern talaga natin is yung storage. Saan natin ito ilalagay? For example, bulak. Ibutang na din mo sa gawas. Diba? Delikado sa mga estudyante. So, you need to secure the place kung asan mo ibutang ang real object that you use in your class. Next. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? So your answer is, okay, kadali lang. Let me read. For a lesson plan to have a consistent and strong connection from start to finish, it must have A, B, C, or D. Is it concise, symmetry, coherence, or clarity? The correct answer is coherence. So of course, sinabi kasi there is consistency and strong connection. Hindi kasi ano ba? Hindi lang mahalaga na clear siya, symmetrical siya, concise siya, kundi it should be coherence. So therefore, for example, in your procedure, your motivation should be related with your topic. So therefore, there is a strong connection, there is coherence. So in short, there is unity between each part of your lesson. And of course, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Let me read to you the question. This classroom practice is not recommended because it does not promote sound classroom management. So, ano yung pinaka-negative dito kasi does not. Hindi nagpro-promote ng sound classroom management. Ito ay letter B, applying rules and regulations on a case-to-case basis. So, ano ba yan? So, in short, yung rules and regulation niyo depende sa estudyante ninyo. Kapag mayaman siya, for example, bisan pag nanumbag siya, rule niyo bawal manumbag. Then, istoryahon ang mga nanumbag. So, nanumbag ang pobre, giinan mo, hoy, istorya ta sa likod. Pero ang kwartahan nanumbag, mana ka, ay, di lang to ha, okay ra na. So, therefore, you are not allowed to apply the rules and regulations on a case-to-case basis. It should be true to all your student. Okay, so walang mayaman, mahirap. And last question. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, which of the following is true? Ano yung totoo about portfolio assessment? The correct answer is, it is valid and reliable assessment. Not all the time. Kasi depende yung subject or yung topic na tinuturo natin kung nag-coincide ba siya na dapat portfolio assessment yung gagamitin natin. So, it considers student suggestions in the assessment. It involves students in the development of the questionnaire. So, wrong na talaga. Is it B or C? The correct answer is letter B. It shows growth and development of the learners kasi documented natin yung mga nagawa nila from activity 1 to activity 10. So, therefore, they could really see their progress and they could be able to reflect on their progress, their growth. So those are the things that you need to remember in our exam. Once again, as what I've said earlier, that these are just few concepts na gusto ko lang i-highlight in this review. So there are other concepts pa rin na hindi ko na-discuss rito. So it is your responsibility as students to look into the given materials na ibinigay ko na sa inyo. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Hindi ko na ito patatagalin. And of course, God bless with your exam. Do your best. Kaya nyo yan. By the way, this is Margino Martinez. Kapish!